Hey friends, today we are hanging out in Epcot for the International Flower and Garden Festival 2025, and I am so excited. This year's festival is bigger than ever. They have 180 different food and drink options for us to try, a whole bunch of amazing character topiaries, and some pretty impressive floral displays. I kind of want to show you guys a little bit of everything, so I decided to make a video and share my experiences with you. We're gonna eat some food, smell some flowers, and have a beautiful Epcot kind of day. Anywho's, let's go do this. It's a beautiful day here in Epcot. Temperatures are in the mid 70s. We've got some wind, and I'm excited to show you everything this festival has to offer. And it looks like they're celebrating their 30th anniversary, 30 years of Epcot's International Flower and Garden Festival. Isn't that amazing? And I've been coming for the past 10 years. 10 years in a row I've been here showing you guys everything this festival has to offer. And like I said, today I want to show you a little bit of everything. Get a little food, see some flowers, and then maybe have a drink or two and just enjoy the festival in its entirety. So I think we're gonna head on in and start making our way around World Showcase. Like I mentioned, there's a lot of new food this year, and I'm going to try to eat something from every single booth, but I also have a side quest because they have the garden graze happening this year. This is a fun little activity where you go around and you sample vegan dishes and you get stamps, and if you collect 5 stamps, you get a completer treat. And some of the things on the menu look pretty good. Potato pancakes, lemon tart, avocado toast, biscuits and gravy, and I'm excited because I don't normally eat vegan food, but if I do, it's usually here because it just tastes better. I'm basically a meat and potato kind of guy, but that's what I love about this festival is because it gives you an opportunity to come out of your shell, try something you normally wouldn't eat, and if we don't complete the garden graze, we can come back because the stamps never expire, so we can just come back and finish it. But there's a lot of other like meat dishes and desserts that I want to try, so I want to get a big variety of all the things you can eat here at the festival. And also on top of that, we're going to be able to just browse around and look at all of the amazing character topiaries. Like this Moana one, look at how cool this is. This is brand new this year, and it lights up at night. So hopefully on the way out, we can come back and check it out because I want to see it glow. The wind is really blowing hard today, so it's going to be a little challenging to film some of the food, and I hope that it doesn't sound too windy for you guys while you're watching it. And also just trying to keep the plates from flying away because I already saw a couple people lose their food. The wind just picked it up and threw it across the way. Might as well start here at Communicore Hall because this is new this year and they have a lot of really cool items on the menu at Farmer's Feast, and it changes depending on the season. So right now we are in the early bloom menu, which goes from March 5th to April 5th, and it has asparagus, scallop, blueberry crumb cake, and then it switches, I think, to the springtime menu on April 6th, and that has grilled peaches and burrata, warm corn cookie. That sounds amazing. And then once that ends, it switches to the summer menu. And isn't that so cool? So every time you come here, it could be something different, and it's indoors, so we get to actually get a little AC too. I like the little flowers on the doors. Oh, it looks fancy in here with some big old flowers, some sunflowers here. It's really cool what they did with the inside of Communicore Hall for Flower and Garden Festival, but there's no seats available, so I decided to just grab the food and come outside and eat it with the flowers. And we have obtained the goods. I ended up getting the grilled asparagus because I love asparagus, and it's served with a poached egg. And then they had the blueberry crumb cake served with blueberry ice cream. The only thing is the ice cream's melting a little bit because I stopped to talk to a couple of people. But I'm excited, and I think we'll dive on in. Maybe start with the blueberry crumb cake since it's melting. Well, I think it's officially become blueberry soup. Look at that, I can actually sip it. Oh, that's delicious, but I want to get to the cake. Oh, look at that. Fresh blueberry compo in there, and it's nice and soggy because of the melted ice cream. This is actually really delicious and very crummy. I love the flavor of the blueberry compo, and I love how I have like a little sipper now. Look at all of the ice cream is melted, and the bottom of the dish is starting to get a little soggy, so it might fall through. I might as well finish up quickly and then get to the asparagus. And I'm excited for the asparagus. The poached egg started running a little bit. I was kind of excited to just stick the asparagus in there and crack it open, but I'm still pumped to try it. The best thing about this asparagus is it's got a nice little char to it. Look at that. And like I said, I kind of wanted to dip it in the poached egg myself, so delicious. Both of these were really good, and I'm excited to come back and try the other menus for the different seasons once it gets time for that. But now I think we're going to keep moving along, and I kind of want to make my way over to the butterfly tent. They have a butterfly little landing over there where you get to hang out in a tent full of butterflies. And I think they have another stand right on the outside there. Hey, oh, nice! Oh, wow! Look at, oh, that's awesome! Nice to meet you! Nice to meet you! How awesome was that? I was about to walk into the butterfly tent and someone tapped me on the shoulder, and I turned around and they were wearing my shirt, the one with Gracie on it. I love that t-shirt. It's so cool. So thank you for saying hi, and thank you to anyone that wears my shirts. I honestly absolutely love it when I run into people wearing the shirts in the parks. So thank you so much. Now we'll head on into the butterfly tent. Every time I come into the butterfly tent, I see if I can get a butterfly to land on me. And they have these beads to keep the butterflies in. And here we are. Hopefully we'll see a bunch of butterflies floating around. Isn't this just so cozy in here? You can see all the butterflies just floating around. Look at this really bright orange one. Wow. That's a very pretty butterfly. This butterfly tent is usually here at every single flower and garden festival. And a couple years back, I remember a butterfly just flew and landed right on my hat and then on my nose. It was the coolest thing ever. But I'll keep my eye out, and if not, we'll come back later on in the season because there'll probably be a lot more butterflies, flying around then. Now we've made our way over to the Florida Fresh stand, and they've got a lot of interesting things on the menu, but I'm excited to try the Florida strawberry shortcake and also the conch fritters, so I might get them both. Oh man, what's up? Nice shirt! Yo, that's awesome! Thanks for wearing it! Absolutely! How awesome was that? I was reading the menu for the Florida Fresh stand, and then I saw somebody else wearing one of my shirts. So thank you, everyone. I've seen a couple of them, and I gotta say that it just gets me a little emotional. I get a little giddy and excited about it. So thank you so much for wearing any of the shirts that I've ever got to make with Roosevelt's. And now let's get into the food, and let me show you what I ordered. Here is everything I decided to get from the Florida Fresh stand. Of course, you guys knew I had to get the Florida strawberry shortcake, and it looks amazing. And I'm so excited that it's strawberry season finally. And then I got the beer flight, which I'll go over all the different types of beers in the flight as we're drinking them. And then I got the conch fritas, and these look so good. These are fried like large sea snails. Sea snails. I'm glad Sally didn't sell them to me. We just got a little bit of a rainstorm. It literally rained for like 2 minutes and then stopped. But that's okay. It's good for the flowers. But let's dive on in. And I think I'm going to do the conch fritas first. It comes with a key lime aioli. And I'm sorry, everything's a little wet because of the rain. I don't know if I'm going to try that aioli because I don't like, aioli like that. But I'm kind of tempted the fact that it's key lime. So we'll try one of them plain, and then maybe I'll try it. So here we go. Conch frita, large sea snail. Sally sea snails. These are honestly a lot better than I thought they were going to be. And I think my favorite thing is probably the flavor of the breading. It's very, very good, and it's got a nice texture to it. And like I said, you know what? Maybe I might try this key lime aioli. Aioli! I liked it on its own, but now, like I said, I'm curious to see what this key lime aioli is like. I'm probably not going to like it, but for science, or for flower and garden, it's not bad. It tastes very limey. Enough of the large sea snail business. Now let's get to this beer flight. It looks like we got a watermelon flavored one, papaya, and then a strawberry shortcake ale. But I'm not too sure in which direction they are. So I figured we'd start on the end, and whichever one tastes like watermelon, then we know it's watermelon, papaya, and then strawberry, or in the opposite direction. I'm betting this one is the watermelon one. This one looks like a watermelon one. It's got a nice little color to it, so let's give it a go. That's delicious. Wow, and it's watermelon. That's definitely the watermelon. So then this one is the papaya one? I think that's right. The papaya Pilsner. Starlight Papaya Pilsner. I don't like that one. I don't like that one that much at all. So let's just knock them all out of the way. Here's the strawberry shortcake one. Oh, that one's good. Very, very fruity. All of these beers are very fruity, but I think the strawberry shortcake one was my favorite. And then the watermelon, and then the papaya one. I don't think I'm going to finish that other beer, and I might as well just move along to the strawberry shortcake. Look at that. Isn't it so beautiful? I love the presentation, and this is the first time I've seen the festival use these kind of containers. They also had it for the blueberry crumb cake, and I don't know, I kind of like it, but I like that it's on a plate. It's better for photos, and it kind of just looks better. It's just a bowl, you know? I haven't met a strawberry shortcake I didn't like yet, so I'm probably going to enjoy this a lot. And oh, luckily I got a fork in my hat. So let's dive into it here. I'm going to just break a little bit of the cake, grab a little of the whipped cream, a little bit of the strawberries, get a perfect bite. Look at that. And it's even got a little of the green on there. So cheers to strawberry shortcake. It's a really good strawberry shortcake, and I definitely like it. I just wish the cake was a little bit different. Like, I know there's different types of strawberry shortcake. Some with biscuits, some with angel food cake, some with pound cake. It all depends on how you make it. But this one, like I said, it's not that bad. Like, I won't say it's the best strawberry shortcake I've ever had, but like, it's not like the worst. And honestly, I don't even know what the worst would taste like. It's literally cake, strawberries, and whipped cream, so any of those combinations are good. But I've had better strawberry shortcake before, but this one, it's still very delicious. Enough of the shortcake business. I want to show you guys some of the topiaries while we're over here. I noticed this one with Donald, and it's got lettuce and thyme and Swiss chard all growing in the garden here. But Donald kind of has like an angry look on his face, and that's because there's a bee in between his eyes. Look at that. He's actually looking up at it, so that's kind of cool. And they have a couple other really good topiaries around this area. We're going to make our way to brunchcot, and brunchcot is over on the other side here, and in front of it's Guardians. Hey man, how are ya? Where's your wife at? Oh, well, tell her I said hi. But look at, there's a little Groot topiary. Isn't that fancy? I love that they do that, and they even have PhotoPass photographers out here taking photos. So if you want a photo with a fancy topiary, they got you. Once we get into World Showcase, I'll give you guys a closer look at a lot of the topiaries in there. Can you even believe we've been to 2 stands yet and we still haven't gotten to World Showcase? And now we're making our way to brunchcot. So that's not even a World Showcase yet, but we'll make our way there. Slow and steady wins the race. Here is the menu for brunchcot, and they have a lot of returning favorites on the menu: the avocado toast, the shrimp and grits, and the fried cinnamon roll bites. But I'm here for the biscuit and gravy, and this is a part of the garden graze. So we're going to be able to get our first official stamp and try a vegan biscuit and gravy made with impossible sausage and pepper jelly. So that sounds pretty tasty, actually. As you can see, we got our first stamp in the garden graze. So now all we got to do is get 4 more, and we'll be able to redeem the completer treat and say that we finished it. And the biscuit and gravy looks pretty good. Well, the biscuit does. Here it is, and look, like I said, the biscuit looks amazing. I'm kind of a little hesitant with the sausage gravy, only because, like I said, it's made with impossible sausage, but I've actually enjoyed impossible sausage in the past. I just don't know how I'm gonna like it in my gravy, and I'm a big biscuit and gravy fan, so might as well dive in and find out. I'm trying to take a little bit of the jelly off of the top so I can see what the biscuit tastes with, like just the jelly on it and no sausage gravy. So we're gonna do that first. Just gonna add a little bit there and give it a go. The biscuit is a little dry, and you can tell it's not very flaky. It's not baked in a buttery, flaky crust, but it still has good flavor. I just don't like the consistency of it. But I'm gonna try it with the sausage gravy now because all this gravy's been sitting on top. So I'm sure that this biscuit is definitely not. Oh, look at! There's a whole impossible sausage under there. I had no idea. I thought the gravy was like bits of sausage inside there. Look at that! It's like a sausage surprise! Surprise! Yo, that's so funny. I thought it was like sausage gravy, but it's like a biscuit and sausage sandwich just with gravy, open face style. So now I gotta cut off some of the sausage, take some of the biscuit. There we go. I got a little bit, or maybe I'll turn it this way so you can see the sausage. A little bit of everything in one bite, and here we go. Honestly, that last bite totally changed my mind about this whole dish. When I first tried the biscuit on its own with a jelly, like I said, it kind of tasted a little dry. But once I got that gravy and a taste of that sausage, I'm actually kind of a fan of this. And like I said, I'm not the biggest like vegan food eater, but I would definitely get this again. I like the sausage, has plenty of flavor, and the gravy's pretty good too. This is a surprise to me because I actually really do enjoy it. Like I said, it's fun to be able to try something that you normally wouldn't like and then end up really liking it. I kind of wish I didn't like take a bite first, like of just the plain biscuit, because I would have loved to hold it like a little sandwich and, you know, eat it like a sandwich, because I think that's the best part. The sausage is probably the best part of this. We made our way up to the citrus blossom now, and this actually has something that we can get a stamp for the garden graze, the lemon tart. Look at that, looks pretty fancy. And then they have those orange sesame tempura shrimp. I think I got them last year and I liked them a lot, so I might do it again just so I can show you guys. Here's a picture of all the food that they have. The citrus baked brie looks good, and that's a lumpai. It's a plant-based pork. That's kind of fancy, but I think we'll just stick with the lemon tart and the orange sesame tempura shrimp. Take a look at that, 2 stamps in a row. So now I think we only need 3 more. 3 more. We actually might finish this garden graze today, actually, and still try a bunch of other food because I got the lemon tart. The lemon tart is a part of the garden graze, and I got the shrimp just so I can try them again because I like them so much. Might as well start with the lemon tart, and it's kind of interesting because it has blood orange fluid gel. Blood orange fluid gel. I don't think I've ever heard those 4 words together, but I'm excited to try it, so might as well dive on in. Uh-oh. Well, I think I need to get a knife. When life breaks your fork on a lemon tart, you gotta improvise a little bit, so here we go. I love lemon things, and this is delicious. The filling is so good. Look at that lemon. Look at it. I don't want it to drip all over the place, so I'm going to lean it up a little bit so it can go under the undercarriage there. But I like this tart a lot. This is very, very delicious. This could be like a front runner for my favorite sweet treat here at the festival, and it's vegan. Like, so how cool is that? But let's get to the shrimping business, and they actually give you a lot of shrimp. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shrimp. 5 shrimp, that ain't bad, and they're pretty big too. Look at this. That's a big shrimp right there. Like I mentioned, I've already had these, I think last year, and I got them because I liked them so much. So I just figured I'd show you guys. The sauce isn't spicy at all. In fact, I think it makes it better, but I need to use some self-control here because there's still a lot of food I want to try, and I could probably eat all of these. So I think I'll have maybe 1 or 2 more, and then we're going to move along and start making our way to the Mexico booth and try some of the food there. The weather today has been pretty unpredictable, and my hat is soaking wet because it keeps raining on and off, and I'm usually stuck like holding my stuff during the rain, so I'm trying to protect like all the food, and I'm using my hat to like cover the food. And oh my lord, I'm bald. We have made our way into World Showcase now, and I wanted to stop at the Trowel and Trellis because they've got soy glazed pork sticky ribs. Does that look good? And then they have a farmhouse meatball. This is maybe something that we can use for the garden graze. I wouldn't mind trying a fancy meatball if that's what they got going on for the garden graze. I'll have to look. If not, I'll probably just get the soy glazed pork strip the soy glazed pork sticky ribs. I don't know why that was so hard to say. I kept on wanting to say porky. The farmhouse meatball is included in the garden graze, so I decided to get that along with the ribs. And boy, let me tell you something, these ribs look absolutely amazing, and I am so excited to try them. Just take a look at the char on these ribs. They look so good, and they're grilling them up right behind the food kitchen, actually, right behind the booth. So I think that's pretty fancy. And then I also got the farmhouse meatball, and they put it like in a little wrap here. The meatball's in there. So this looks really good and very easy to eat. Or actually, it could be a little challenging. We'll see what it's like when I take that first bite. It might just come gushing all on top of me. I have to start with the soy glazed ribs because they look so good. So might as well dive on in. Oh. These ribs are so good and so much meat, lots of flavor. I love the charness on them. This might be my favorite thing at the festival this year. This is the best thing I've eaten so far, and I'm so happy I got them. I'm a little sad I'm starting to feel a little full because I can't enjoy them as much as I would like to, but I really do like them. They're very good. Now, let's get to the meatball business. Now that I'm thinking about it, I might have had this meatball before, and I don't think I liked it. So I might as well find out. If I do like it, then I've never had it before. If I don't like it, then I'm pretty sure I've had it, and it wasn't my favorite. So here we go. I got to get that pepper up on there. It's kind of like that little swing game. Cheers! Shockingly, I do like it. Well, I like the peppers and I like the meatball, but I'm not sure I like that sauce that's in there. That's the only thing that's throwing it off for me, but it's still pretty good. And like I said, it kind of makes it like impossible to believe that this is a vegan meatball. Like, there's no meat in there because it has such a unique taste to it. I probably wouldn't get it again. I would definitely go for the soy glazed ribs, or if I do get it again, I would probably get it without the sauce. But I'm glad I got to try it, and we got a stamp. We got another stamp. We only need 2 more stamps to complete the garden graze. And like I said, I wasn't sure we were going to finish this today, but we just got 3 in them in a row. So I think we're going to do it. We're definitely going to actually complete it and try a bunch of other food. But now I think we'll make our way to the Mexico booth. I was going to stop there before, but the other one was in front of it, and I kind of want to go in order. We came in this way and just do a lap around World Showcase, and maybe I'll just stick to the margaritas. I think I need a break from the eating. I need a little break. Right outside the Mexico booth, they have their Topiaries here. Usually it's the 3 caballeros, but they switched it up and decided to go Coco this year. And I kind of like that because I love Dante. Look at him. This is a really good topiary. Let me know in the comments which one's your favorite. I'll try to show you as many as I can as we walk around. Here is the menu at the Mexico booth. They got a lot of good food this year, but like I said, I'm starting to feel a little full, so maybe I'll just get a margarita. And they got a couple different beverages here. They got a Oaxacan Sweetheart, an elderflower cucumber margarita. I don't know which one of these has like the collectible cup, because usually they have a fancy flower and garden cup. So whatever one that is, I think I'm gonna get it. I was gonna get just the margarita, but then I saw the coco flan and I gotta get it. It looks so good. The picture doesn't do its justice on the menu itself, because I saw one come out that was real and I was like, all right, that looks good. So maybe a margarita and a sweet treat. This is what I ended up getting from the Mexico booth. I got the Choco Flan, which looks amazing. Layered traditional Mexican flan with chocolate cake and toasted walnuts. And then I got the elderflower cucumber margarita. And look at the fancy little glass it comes in with. You can take this home. Usually I go to the restroom and wash it out and then keep them because they're nice little collectible cups. But I was only going to get those 2. And then I saw the Oaxacan Sweetheart. part, and this is made with Dos Hombres Reposado, so I had to get that just so I can show you guys how cool it is. Look, it comes with a little honey stir, and it has a honey salt rim. Let's start with the cucumber margarita. Give it a little sip. Oh, very light and refreshing. I like this a lot. I could drink this fast, but I probably shouldn't. Not a good idea, but it is very, very delicious. Both of these drinks have great presentation. I really just love this little honey stick here, and it makes it like an interesting thing, and it fits Flower and Garden Festival perfect. So let's give this one a taste. Like I mentioned, this one has Dos Hombres in it, so I had to get it to support my friends Brian Cranston and Aaron Paul because that's their mezcal. So here we go. Wow, both of these margaritas are so like delicious and refreshing. But I don't know, like I can't taste much alcohol in it. But like I said, that's the dangerous part. I don't know which one I like more because like they're both very, very good. Now I want to turn my attention to this beauty here, and I'm so excited there's walnuts on top. I love walnuts. I forgot to replace the fork in my hat, so I think I'll just eat it with my honey stick here. This actually ended up being amazing, and I think it took my #1 spot for my favorite sweet treat here at the festival. I love the flavor of the chocolate, the flan, and the walnuts, and it was good with a little honey on it too. So very shocking. This is definitely my new favorite sweet treat. I mean, unless we get something else on our journey, but it's going to be hard to top this one right here. I was trying to decide on what shirt I wanted to wear today for Flower and Garden Festival, and I picked this one because I think it's the perfect shirt for the Flower and Garden Festival, don't you think? This is a Roosevelt shirt. It's one of their designs, and I think it's just kind of cool. I just wanted to point that out, but now I think it's time to keep moving along. We still got a lot to do and a lot of flowers to see, a lot of food to eat. I decided to jump up to Germany so we can get the potato pancakes, but then I came across all the merchandise for Flower and Garden Festival this year. Look at this, isn't this nice? I love these lug bags. I think they're really cool looking. And then they got a bunch of shirts and cups over here, Spirit jersey and fancy other items. They even have a pair of shorts there. I'm telling you, the merch for Flower and Garden isn't that bad. Even a couple of orange ears, orange bird ears. Oh, look, it actually has like the spaceship Earth design on it. That's a nice set of ears right there. I kind of wish I can rock them. I don't know how I would look in ears though. I just found out these are orange scented, and they actually have the 30th anniversary on them. So they do have like special 30th anniversary merchandise. And I think that's kind of cool. But here it is, the menu at Germany, and like I said, I'm coming for the potato pancakes, and they've got the little leaf on it, so that means it's a part of the garden graze. They also have a toasted pretzel bread and a warm cheese strudel, but I'm just sticking to the potato pancakes with some house-made applesauce. That's the way to go. I got myself my favorite potato pancakes. Take a look at those with the applesauce on top. That's the only way I know how to eat potato pancakes is with the applesauce. I've had these last year and they were good. And the only reason I'm getting them again this year is because, like I said, it's all part of the garden graze. And now we only have one more stop to go. So cheers to applesauce and potato pancakes. They are just as good as I remember, and I'm so happy that we walked up to Germany to get them. But now I think I'm gonna have to pull a switcheroo on you guys. I wanted to just make my way around World Showcase. I started in Mexico and then I made my way up to Germany, but it looks like I'm running out of time and there's a bunch of new booths on the other side of the park. So I think we're gonna backtrack, go back through Mexico so that we can go up front and check out the new booths and then also redeem our Garden Graze prize, because after this, we only have one more stamp to go. And I can't believe I didn't think we were gonna do it, but we did it. We did it. On top of my potato pancakes, I ran into a friend who brought me some baklava. Karen's Baklava Kitchen, made with walnuts and honey. So we got a surprise baklava tasting, and I'm excited. I love walnuts, and I love baklava. Usually I get pistachio, so this is gonna be good. Thanks, Karen, for the baklava, and I'm excited to try it. Delicious. We made our way back out to the front of the park, and look at the Encanto topiaries. Look at that. That actually looks really cool. Oh, and it's starting to light up. Look, you see the bug actually lighting up in Maribel's hands there? I don't know what kind of bug that is. Is it a butterfly? It looks like a butterfly, but it's all lighting up just like the Moana ones out front. So hopefully we can see that as we're leaving. But we still got some food to get, and we got to redeem our garden graze. I wish we had this weather all day. It's so beautiful out right now. I honestly don't want to leave. But like I said, we've been here for a while, and I got to get home and check on Gracie girl. So that's why I'm not, making the full lap around World Showcase. 2 of the newest booths this year are named after Disney resorts. You got the beach grub here, and they got a seafood bake, grilled street corn on the cob, and a s'mores bar. Look at that s'mores bar down there. I might come back and try to get that s'mores bar, but I want to go over to Yacht Club because they have a yacht booth on the other side of the new playground here. Look at this, and they're actually grilling up the corn there. And look at this, is like a nice cozy area. This is brand new. They just opened it up for the festival. On the other side is the Yacht Club booth. I don't know what that one's called. I'll probably see it when I get up here. But I think that's just so fancy. They need a lot more areas like this. Oh, it's called Yacht Grub. So it's almost like the same thing. So I'm hoping that they got at least one thing on the menu for the garden graze. I'll come over here and show you the menu real quick. Here's the Yacht Grub. They got a trio of dips and chips, a meat assorti, and then an elderflower sparkling cocktail. So not too much like food-wise. It looks like there's more beverages here at the Yacht Grub, but still pretty interesting. Pretty exciting that they're naming booths off of Disney resorts. I don't even know if they're doing that on purpose or if they just picked those names. But, Yacht and Beach Club is literally the closest resorts to Epcot, so it's got to be on purpose. I decided on trying the seafood bake, and look at this. It's got corn, potatoes, shrimp. I like a little shrimpy. I like a little shrimp. I'm excited. I love seafood boils. Very good. And look at Goofy. I'm just sitting here eating my seafood boil, looking out at the view. Isn't it beautiful? The only thing that would make it better right now is a monorail, but I don't think that's gonna happen until I walk away. I realize I didn't show you guys everything in the seafood boil, but take a look at that. It's got so much. Clams, mussels, potatoes, rabbits, and squirrels. Look at that. There's a squirrel eating a flower right there, and then a big bunny. Oh, there's another bunny right there too. 2 bunnies. Oh, that's a baby bunny, and that one's kind of scooting around. They're enjoying the flowers while I enjoy my seafood. The corn is fantastic. It's so juicy, and I love the bread. You can just soak up all the juices. But now we made our way down to the Honey Bistro, and this is such a great menu, but I think I'm too full. I just wanted to show you guys. The chicken and waffles here, I love it every single year when I get it. And then the honey glazed cauliflower is a nice touch. They have the liquid nitro honey mascarpone cheesecake, and that just looks cool. And the whole area is nice because they have these pretty lights stringed up. But like I said, I think we're going to go cash in our garden graze, and that booth is like literally right around the river bend here. Right on the other side of those honey jars. I bought the street corn because I just wanted to get the stamp, but they ran out and they were preparing more. But like I said, I'm running out of time. So I was like, can I just have the stamp and I'll go and just get the redemption? And then on my way back, I can get the corn. And they said, yeah. So we'll probably just do that. And on our way out, maybe we'll stop and get the corn. But honestly, I probably don't need it because I've eaten a lot and I'm very, very full. And we have completed the garden graze. I got my little festival completer treat. And look, it comes in a fancy little cup. This is vanilla soft serve with Dole Whip. And I think it's plant-based too. So how cool is that? And this was free because I got 5 stamps. And they also give you like some wildflower mix. Is this, I don't know if this is for plant or do you add it into there? I might try to add it in there and see what it tastes like. The cast member told me that adding the wildflower mix to the Dole Whip is a good combo. So I said, oh, I'll give it a try. Might as well just sprinkle it all in there a little bit. Looks good to me. Ooh, it's good. I don't taste much vanilla. I taste straight Dole Whip, but I like it. And now I got out another collectible cup. And we did it. We completed the garden graze. I knew it was going to happen the second I walked away. Look at that. It's so majestic, especially with the purple lights. Wow, it's turning out to be a beautiful night here at Epcot. A beautiful Epcot Flower and Garden Festival. Should we get the corn? I don't know. I think we should just leave it. I was gonna get the corn on the cob, but I don't like what they put on street corn, so it would have been just plain corn, and I just had corn in the seafood boil. So I think we're just gonna start making our way out and go home and see Gracie Girl. I'm still carrying my completer treat with me though. It looks like Moana's having a little technical difficulties and the lights haven't turned on. There's a little shade on Maui over there, so maybe another day we'll have to come back and check it out. But at least it looks nice at night. I was on my way out to my car and I noticed somebody was wearing my shirt in the bus lane, so I want to come up and say hi to them. I love your shirt. Oh my God! I finally get to... There she is, the most beautiful dog on earth. Gracie Girl. You want a cookie? Huh? Who wants a cookie? Here you go. Ready? She's trying to catch the cookie. Oh, you got it. And with that, we are done here today. I had so much fun at Flower and Garden Festival. I definitely plan on making a part 2, so be on the lookout for another Flower and Garden Festival video. I feel like we got a lot done today. I wish I could have showed you more of the Topiaries and maybe a little bit more merch, but we'll eventually, like I said, go back and make another video and enjoy everything we didn't get to do in another video. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Because I enjoyed making it. So we'll see you next time. Bye!